Dylan Prosser, welcome to the Golden Gloves chat show. You a young light heavyweight boxer with a record of 3-0 with 3 KOs. That's a great record to be starting with. Tell us how you got into the sport of boxing and where you fell in love with it.
Hi there, James. Good to have you, man. Great to be on the show. I've always watched the videos online and watched Brian and you guys have always watched your content, so it's great to be here. My journey with boxing is quite a cool story, I would like to say. My grandfather was an amateur boxer in KwaZulu-Natal. He had quite a lot of fights. He didn't make it out of the amateurs, but I always looked up to him as an inspiration and a tough grandpa. So I would say my journey started all the way from when I was 15 years old. I was getting bullied a lot at school. I was living in Australia at the time. I didn't really fit in much. I didn't get along with the people there. So I fell into boxing because of pure, I was out of shape and I was getting bullied a lot. So I decided to go down to the boxing gym. And from there, I fell in love with the sport completely. I started going every single day. I'd be in my garage for 2 hours after training. And then from there, the passion just grew. I stayed in the gym until I was 18, had my first fight. And that's where I'd say the first love came from the first fight.
Right, great. Did you have an amateur career or straight into the pros?
Yeah, so I had quite a nice amateur career. I would say I've dealt with all different situations. I fought 5 times as an amateur in Australia. My first 5 fights was in Australia, which was quite different to the amateur system this side. It's a little bit more organized and that sort of stuff. But I would say I had about 21 amateur fights. I had 5 in Australia and 15, 16 fights here in South Africa. I went to 2-time Western Province champion. I went to SAS twice, and I competed against the best in the country, both in light heavyweight and cruiserweight division.
Excellent. What is your training schedule like, and what's it like training with Matt Leishing?
Yeah, so here at MadFit and training with Matt Leishing, we're not just about hard work, we're about smart work. So training with Matt has shown me a lot of levels. So Matt has taught me a lot of discipline in the sport. I train very hard regardless, but Matt has taken me and my hard training and put it into smart ways. So I would say training here with Matt has really developed me into my style physically, emotionally, and mentally. Matt doesn't just work on my skills, he works on my mindset, he works on my outlook. And I'm surrounded by an amazing team that keeps me grounded and keeps me humble. So I love training here at MadFit, and I believe this is we've got the secret sauce here in MadFit.
With a record of 3 KOs from 3 fights, do you consider yourself to be a big puncher?
Yeah, definitely. Like in the amateurs, these 3 knockouts aren't my first knockouts. I've had quite a few first round stoppages in the amateurs. I got to a stage in the amateurs where nobody really wanted to fight me anymore throughout the whole country. So it was quite difficult to get an opponent at the end of my amateur career. But it's not a first getting these knockouts. So I would consider myself a big puncher, but that's the thing is people have only seen the surface. I'm not just a big puncher. I'm a technical and I'm a smart fighter that sets things up. I don't just throw it to land because I've got power. I set things up and I land the calculated shot.
So it's your birthday today. Happy birthday.
Thank
You've
you.
just
Thanks,
turned
James.
25.
Yes.
And you're currently rated at number 4 in South Africa. What are your goals? Who would you like to fight ahead of you?
Look, I listen to my team. So whatever Coach Matt says, whoever Coach Matt says we're going to fight, I trust him. I know my abilities. He knows my abilities. I trust my team. So basically, whoever my coach puts in front of me is the next assignment. So he's put someone in front of me on the Golden Glove show, and that's the next assignment, and I'm just focusing on him for now. I believe I may be ranked number 4 currently, but I do believe I'm the best light heavyweight in South Africa. And I will be hoping to fight for the SA title coming soon, either this year or next year. I would love to fight for that title.
Right, and what boxers do you look up to, Dil? Who are your
I look up
role
to a
models?
lot of boxers. I look up to a lot of international fighters. I'm a golden era lover. I love the golden era of boxing. Sugar Ray Leonard, all of the top guys, Lennox Lewis. But within South Africa, one of the guys that I look up to a lot is, I would say Kevin Lorena. He has been a big inspiration for me in my career. Especially knowing his journey from 0 amateur fights to now fighting on the world stage on the Anthony Joshua undercard. So I have big respect for Kevin. I hope to follow in his footsteps.
And tell me, Do you have any hobbies outside of the sport of boxing, or is it pretty much all boxing?
If I'm completely honest with you, James, I don't really know much else besides boxing. I'm in the gym the whole day, so it's all I want to do. I don't have any other hobbies. I had hobbies when I was younger, and then I came across boxing, and that became the only thing that was on my horizon.
Great. And tell me, Dill, how do you feel about fighting on the 5th of April up in Johannesburg on the Golden Gloves show?
This event and this fight, I'm extremely excited for. It's something I've been working towards since I was 15. When I was 15 years old in the garage doing 2 hours of footwork, I was imagining being on the world stage under the bright lights. And some of my best performances have been under the biggest lights. Some of the worst performances of mine as an amateur were in a small school hall with no one there. So I believe I come and I rise to the occasion, and this is going to be a very special moment for me and my team. I've been working extremely hard, and I can't wait.
Thank you. We look forward to hosting you up in Joburg on the 5th of April, and we wish you the best of luck for your first fight with us.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
I look forward to the future.